While fuel prices are going way through the roof, what do you do if you want to go overlanding and go off-road deep into the country?
One of the things you guys might be surprised with is the fact that there are some very efficient 4x4s out there, ones that you can really take off-road.
These are the most fuel-efficient off-roaders on this episode of TFL's Running on Empty. These are the top 7 really fuel-efficient 4x4s. Let's start the countdown with number 7, which is actually a pickup truck.
That's right. General Motors recently came out with a straight 6 turbo diesel, one that we adore. One of the reasons why, not only is it powerful, but it's super efficient.
Yes, and then they put it into a Trail Boss truck, which is off-road ready.
Yes.
So the EPA rates a Silverado 1500 truck with mud terrain tires, which are Duratrax in this case, at 22 city, 26 highway, and 24 combined. And that's darn good for a truck that's off-road capable.
That's correct. Now keep in mind, guys, that, this is one of those vehicles that's an awful lot of fun to take off-road, and fuel prices are expensive. So not all of these vehicles will actually need a fuel pump.
Exactly. That's a hint of what's coming up.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering what happened to the Colorado ZR2 diesel, well, actually, it's a little bit less efficient than the new Trail Boss with this diesel.
That is correct.
And also, if you're wondering where the TRX, the Raptor 37, well, they're on a different list. They're not most fuel efficient. They're the least.
By a large margin.
All right, so number 6 on our list is a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon diesel. This is another diesel, 3-liter V6.
Yeah, they've had the V6 diesel for a long time, but it's gone through a few different versions, and this newest one proves to be pretty efficient.
Yes, the EPA ratings on this puppy are 21 city, 27 highway, and 24 combined. And you can also get a Wrangler with this engine, right?
That's correct. You can get the Wrangler with that as well. And this is a powertrain that has seen its way through other Jeeps, but it's also inside other Stellantis vehicles.
And we're talking about range here, right? When you're going off-road, you're using a lot of fuel because you're crawling up a mountain,
right,
or down a mountain maybe. And you want to go far. You don't want to stop for fuel or worry about bringing extra fuel cans, right?
Yeah, and extra fuel cans means a lot of extra dollars in today's economy.
Exactly. So number 5 on our list, this is an interesting one. It's the Range Rover Sport plug-in hybrid PHEV. And now we have to talk about MPGe, which is MPG equivalent, because we also have to include the electric power in here.
That's correct.
So 42, dude, that's huge.
Well, this is a vehicle that, it's just gaining popularity. People are now becoming aware of it, and it's still off-road capable, very off-road capable, and at the same time, you can plug it in and you can drive it on electricity only.
Yes, and Range Rover actually has a kind of a selection of these vehicles. Also Land Rover, right? Because you can get a Discovery with a similar powertrain. You can get the new upcoming Range Rover, the big one.
Yeah.
Also with a plug-in hybrid. But we're kind of talking about what's available right now.
That's
for
correct.
for you to buy. And Land Rover, Range Rover seems to be they're on that line. They want to have efficient off-roaders.
That's a smart call. They have almost every other type of powertrain available right now as well, it seems.
Next up is a surprise because it's a new GMC Hummer EV. This is the all-electric truck, and an SUV is coming a little bit later, about a year or year and a half from now.
Yeah, and I would expect an electric vehicle to be more efficient, but then it dawned on me. The GMC Hummer weighs 9,000 pounds.
And it's rated at 47 mpge. Once again, mpg equivalent. And by the way, this is not a final official EPA number. It's also rated, I believe, at 51 city, 43 highway, 47 combined, like we said. But this number came out of an EPA document that was a submission, but it's not on their website yet.
Gotcha.
So still, for 9,000 pound vehicles, like you said, that can accelerate 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and also has adaptive air suspension and capability, that's not a bad number, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
But it doesn't have a range extender. It doesn't have anything gas-powered inside of it.
That's right, and that's where plug-in hybrids might be a little bit more up the alley of people who want to go way off the grid, right?
Yeah, because you not have a charger in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Speaking of that, number 3 on our list is another Jeep. In fact, Jeep Wrangler 4xe plug-in.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of experience with the Wrangler 4xe. We've taken it off-road several times. We've done mileage loops both on the streets and off-road using all-electric mode, and it's proven to be very efficient for what it is.
And 49 mpge combined, that's the number on the Wrangler, which is better than the Hummer, better than the Range Rover plug-in hybrid, but there's something even better from Jeep.
That's right. Jeep has come out with a brand new Grand Cherokee that is basically a very similar setup to the 4xe version of the Wrangler, but this is a 4xe version of the Grand Cherokee.
Yeah, and it combines basically a 2-liter turbocharged engine with an electric motor, batteries, plug-in capability, like we were saying, and they rate it at 56 mpge. 56!
That's bananas.
Yes, and actually we haven't driven the new Grand Cherokee 4xe. But I'm fortunate enough, I will be driving one later in March. And we'll have many videos coming at the end of March and also maybe in April due to some of the embargo information that they have. But we'll be driving it very, very soon. I cannot wait to confirm this efficiency.
And you will do it.
Well, maybe off-road.
Maybe so.
Yes. So that's coming up. And number 1 on our list of most fuel-efficient off-roaders is the Rivian truck and also the SUV, the R1S. R1T is the pickup truck. R1S is not quite on sale yet.
Yeah.
R1T is getting out there in bigger numbers, and they're claiming 69 mpge.
Okay, so we've had a lot of experience in a very short amount of time with the Rivian R1T. We've taken it off-road. We've done a lot of towing with it, and we've done other loops with it, and we've had an opportunity to really verify that it is a very efficient vehicle. So, I mean, really, it's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, and so what I can say from experience, Roman and I, he was driving the Tundra, I was in the Rivian R1T, we actually went off-road. And you might say, well, you use, like we just said, we use way too much energy. But I was actually pleasantly surprised. Yes, I did use energy, but the Rivian R1T does have a 135 kilowatt hour battery. That's the large pack that they currently have on sale. And I did use some range, but I had still about 200 miles left in the charge on the way home. So that was really reasonable.
Yeah, it's fair to say that they've actually really built, for the first time out, very impressive first run.
And it's very unique driving an electric pickup or electric SUV off-road. You experienced it a little bit in the Wrangler, right? But first of all, it's quiet.
Yep. When
When you get stuck, like I did in the snow in the Rivian, you push on the accelerator pedal and you don't hear any noise.
Yeah.
Right? But something is happening. The wheels are turning.
Right. There's no engine to rev up. You don't have to get anything up to speed, so you have maximum torque from zero. But it means that you have to get used to a different type of driving off-road because grip and everything else happens a lot differently. So sometimes you'll spin those tires when you don't want to, or perhaps you add way too much power when you shouldn't and go flying over a rock like I did. But nonetheless, it's the future. It's the way things are going, and so it's something I suppose we're going to have to get used to.
Yeah, and if you want to think about some of the worst MPG off-roaders, right? Let's just mention just a couple of them, right?
Sure.
Ford Raptor, the new one, is rated at 15 mpg combined on 35s. It's also has a slightly lower rating on 37. Of course, Ram TRX is rated at 12 mpg combined.
Which is one of the worst out there.
Yes, but it's 702 horsepower.
Yeah, I know, you got all the horsepower.
Macho. So there you have it. That's the best, most efficient, and a couple of least efficient ones as well.
That's right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you check out all of our other efficiency videos. We have a ton out there.
Yes, we have several on TFL Truck. We have on TFL Car, we have one. TFL EV, our new channel. And if you want a one-stop shop, TFL-studios.com is where you'll find all of our, well, not just efficiency videos, but all automotive news.
That's right, guys. So once again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.